your boy Bleeves. Everybody listen up. Let's get it. I'm trying to put money in your pocket. That crypto wallet. That bing bada bing ching ching big profit. Even when the market's sideways, I'm looking for ways to get paid. I'm checking my coins around breakfast, then again around bedtime. Bet this, it's not financial advice, but I'm always right. 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 I'm a real go-getter. Rock a fur coat, but it's not chinchilla. Who's that dude with the master plan? It's Mr. Pinecone with the mic in my hand. I ball on a budget, got a bag full of nuggets. Living life to the fullest before I'm kicking the bucket. No time for the haters, I'm the meat and potatoes. I'm the product of Anunnaki and godly invaders. You wanna go down the rabbit hole? Well, come along with me. Let me phone home. Let me take you on the trip to the Pleiades or the Seven Seas. We can sail them all. Bring your dungarees and your toothbrush, your knapsack. We'll have a nightcap, then I'll bring you back. Mr. Pinecone's come a long, long way, so everybody get sideways. Sing it. I can't wait till Friday. Everybody's getting sideways. Pass the bottle back my way. Everybody's getting sideways.
What is going on, everybody? I hope you're having a great morning. My name is Bleeves, and it is time for Breakfast with Bleeves. And it is Friday closeout, so this is the time when the shorts get wrecked and when this market has an opportunity to send itself over the weekend. Well, the market's decided, fuck that. So here we are. Stock futures slip as producer prices rise more than expected, which has caused a little bit of a drop-off in what was expected in the pre-markets. Now, it's getting eaten back up. It did start a little bit high and hot, but it didn't maintain itself. People kind of reacted to it, and then you look at it, and the consumer prices, the prices were just barely off of what the estimate was. Now, of course, you have to price that in, but they were pretty much, it looks like everybody was really kind of, that they were really kind of thinking that everything was going to be just fine. But listen, housing, here's what we are going to see. Housing prices have continued to decline. Rental prices have continued to decline. They've been coming down for over 6 months. So we're going to see some correlation on the downside, and the price of gas and oil, and of course, heating and electric and all of those. The entire energy market is down. So we're also going to see that, and that's going to help the inflation numbers look a whole lot better. That's what we're going to get out of the CPI. However, this is, it's tough right now, and I don't know, what is, I don't know what's on the table, but I can tell you this: 10-year U.S. Treasury notes climbed to 3.516 interest from 3.492. The yield on 2-year notes is at 4.332. And that's kind of crazy. I mean, listen, right now what they're doing is they're telling you that it's easier to just put your money into bonds and let the government hold your money instead of letting you go into markets and do it. Because let's face it, if you were getting that 3 or 4% right now versus holding on to Bitcoin, you'd be up in your investment and not down. Now, I know long term there's the growth, but I don't know. We'll see what happens, but the stock market is not being very friendly this morning. We'll see if it maintains. The stock futures were down 150 to start the morning. It's down 75 now, so there's a little bit of positivity coming back into it. So we're going to see what goes on. But since we got them in here, let's go have a quick conversation about Bull Run. Something that everybody should know about Bull Run. Staking. Staking is coming for Bull Run, and you're going to be able to earn USDC in your staking. And the staking it's going to be like, I'm not sure. the reward on staking is going to be USDC. And if you have your bull run tokens and you have your NFT staked together, then you get 100% rewards for your US for your staking in USDC. But if you don't have both, then you get a smaller percentage. So you're going to be incentivized to make sure that you have one of these NFTs. And by the way, that is only the first of what I am being told constantly is many, many use cases. So if you have not already, go check out Bull Run Life, because it's getting kind of, here we go. The answer is 70%. So you get 70% USDC rewards on your staking for staking your bull run, 70% of your potential. But with the NFT, you get 100% of the possible total. So make sure that when these drop, you get your NFT, and yeah, make sure that you got that going. We're going to have some bull run content coming very soon. So keep your ears posted, and it will be posted on this channel. And we're going to have some exclusive videos. So let's move on from there. And thank you for the $10 bomb. CEO 100 BRL is taking liftoff. There's still time for people to get on board. Let's go over this one real quick, though. We did have a nice little pump in the market, did not sustain itself. We're seeing that downward motion starting to happen right now. Again, the volume has creeped up a little bit, but we did not get the market cap. So that means that the inflows and the outflows, remember we were talking about 37 billion, and then we were talking about 853. So 4 billion came in, but it only went up 3 billion. So that number is starting to correct itself, and the inflows are becoming more outflow as we speak. So we'll see what happens in the next little while. No real reason for this other than basically start of the market. So we'll see what happens. Again, everything is up. It's pretty green. So good day overall. Total market is down $3 billion in, let's see, how long has it been? Total market is down $8 billion in the last hour. How about that? So yeah, that kind of sucks. That's not what you want to see. But I mean, you know, here we are. And will it continue to fall? I don't know. But you're seeing this massive sort of swing. Look, we were at 17.3. What was the top on this one? 17,352. And it dropped all the way down to 17,070. So there are massive and wild swings happening right now. And if you ever want to look, by the way, and see why all that kind of crazy shit is happening, then you can follow a couple of accounts. And one of those accounts, let's see if I can see the icon here. CoinDesk. Ooh, why am I not seeing it? Here we go. Here's the liquidation rushes, and you can see what is being done over here. Why am I not getting updated? I should. Okay, yeah. So 168,000 Bitcoin long liquidations in the last minute. That was 37 minutes ago, by the way, which is probably why this wild swing is happening. Then you can see over here another big run of liquidations. It says all longs being liquidated. 404 over here, long liquidation. So, you know, what's happening is we got a little pump, and that's, you know, triggered these longs being liquidated and sold, which is of course bringing the price back down. So let's get some of those goddamn shorts liquidated. You know what I mean? With stop losses, you know what I'm saying? Like don't pump it up and trigger those. Let's get the shorts liquidating off of theirs, because you can see here that's what was happening here. It was a lot of shorts being liquidated, and of course the price was pumping. Well, now the longs are being liquidated because people are taking their profit, or, you know, this was my goal. This is where I was gonna take it, and we're triggering a lot of stop losses right now, I guess is what I'm saying. So we'll see how this market adjusts. But Ethereum 1273, Luna Classic, look, we drew it, and it's playing out so far. just 100% to exactly the design that we were going for when we were doing it. Not look, I'm not. This is just the obvious move and the obvious play on it. So I don't want to say otherwise, but I mean, that does mean that we've probably got some more downside. We'll see how this plays out. USTC, I did expect the USTC to continue getting a pump, but I'm not hearing any news about USTC. So this could be, and I think when you saw my content the other day, I kind of zoomed out here and I said, this is what it's done over this time. And I said, what we could be seeing is this right here, where it's just kind of a fake out pump and it's going to come back down a little bit and consolidate a little bit before we start getting the actual pump all the way up here into these fours. But I mean, we'll see what happens over the next little while. And, maybe something good comes of it and maybe we see something just start rocking. But just generally speaking, across the board, you're starting to see a little money retrace out of the market. And it's usually healthy to see that. So we'll keep an eye on it and we will let you know. Now, one of the important things, though, is this. Jim Cramer says XRP, Solana, and Dogecoin are cons. And you know what that means? You better buy the shit out of XRP, Solana, and Dogecoin, because I think we can all recognize that this turd right here is just floating in a toilet of his own, and he doesn't know shit. So, yeah, I would not take it. I don't take his advice ever. And today's not going to be the day I start. But top 3 crypto projects to watch over the weekend. It's actually a decent reason for this. For the one, somebody actually thought this one out on Watcher Guru, which was surprising. But number 1 was Bitcoin, of course, because the CPI numbers coming out this week could change everything, and Bitcoin could start just pumping. And then Shiba Inu, because the Shibarium is on the verge of launching. And it says the SHIB developer Trophius recently hinted at a possible complete SHIB ecosystem upgrade. So there's a lot of things going on in the background. And at some point, we're going to probably hear something that's going to cause a massive little pump on SHIB. So, it's worth watching. And Stacks is a potential game changer right now. It's up 7% on the week, but it is this allows the creation and implementation of smart contracts on the Bitcoin network. That's what it does. The STX token is fronting that ecosystem. So it's trading at 26% right now. Look, if they can bring smart contracts and it can bring function and use into that Bitcoin blockchain, then holy shit, that is a game changer. The Lightning Network obviously was the upgrade, but wasn't the greatest of upgrades. So, if this happens, god damn, Bitcoin's going to go crazy. FTX spikes 32% after Revival Plan gets SBF's support. So if you're following and you are looking at your FTT bag, then you're probably like, oh, sweet. Let's see what it did over here. FTT token is pumping super hard. Look at that. I know it pisses people off too. Like it makes people so goddamn mad just to see anything positive coming out of that. You know what I mean? Like, woo. Fire up the FTX exchange, issue a new FTT token, distribute the token to creditors and depositors, accrue 100% of profits to token holders. It'll be the biggest exchange in the world and usually be made more than whole. It's so just stop. Let it die. God damn it. SEC is now warning all companies, and here you can see the ghoul in charge. Jesus Christ, that's what they went with. They were like, you know what? Let's just post that face. You know what I mean? Fuck. Guys, when I hit that spot, I don't know how long I'll have been in the grave, but I feel like 3 months. You know what I mean? Anyway, they are telling everybody that you better right now start taking you better report your losses. So, yeah, SEC is coming for everybody. BNB is facing consolidation near the 100 EMA curve. You can see right here on this 100 EMA, right in this area, it's starting to consolidate. And that probably means that we're looking at this because this line right here is the resistance. And it's showing some resistance going downwards. So let's take a quick look at it over here. So as you can see right here, you've got, and we're not going to do, God damn it. We're going to do a triple EMA and then throw that out. I guess we're not going to do that. Jesus Christ, what is this? All right, well, something happened on my whatchamacallit, but we're going to take this line, and you can see here that this has been a resistance sort of level, right? And the EMA is just factoring right through here. And then, of course, you have your floor over here, and that floor is like way down right here. So, we'll see how this breaks down, but it looks like BNB is headed for more downward pressure. That's what this chart represents. It's not for the look of a breakout, but it looks like it's going to at least sort of, maybe we get this move right here where it tests this bottom line right here, but I don't see that either. Like maybe that right there is the play, but that tells me that BNB is probably not ready to pump yet. It's going to consolidate, and then the EMA. If we can do a EMA here, and all right, so all right, there's the 100, and it's got to be, oh, Jesus Christ, why can it just not? Why can't I use just my think brain to make it do what I want it to do? You know what I mean? Like, Jesus Christ, make it easy. All right, so anyway, here is the 300, this is the 100 EMA, and you can see how it's consolidating right along that line, but it's right here, and like, unless this thing, we'll see what happens, but if it hasn't pumped through this resistance, then that might be a problem, and it might continue to be an issue. So we'll see how it plays out. And then finally on CoinGlass, we can look over here, and we're just kind of checking in every day because I want to check on the monthly and see. We're down just barely on December because I do want to see. It would be nice to see a green month, but now that that's over, let's go into our party time. Lit, by the way, is rocking ass right now, up 36.6% in the 24-hour period to 5,061. And look at this. We called it yesterday, and I said, well, for the last bunch of days, I said we were going to be on the heart line. If it's not on the heart line, then this dip right here, you shouldn't buy until you get into the dip, right? So then the dip was coming down around 34, and then that's where it turned around, and now it's up over 5. So if you made the play, you're up 50%. Good for you. It's going to continue pumping. I do believe that it continues to pump up here. If you haven't gotten in yet, then give it just a little bit of time, because it will come back down. Like it does. It has been very predictable in its patterns. So use that predictability to your own advantage. And over here on Bull Run Life is now up to $3.06. Remember, I have 3,595 of them, and that is now worth 10,461. I haven't sold one yet, so yeah, I'm just keeping on. But what did I say was going to happen? Well, because I'm a goddamn genius, I said, well, what we're going to do probably is, oh, shit, I don't want to do that. I want to close that. And I said, what's going to happen? What does it look like when you have a pennant like that? And when it happens, that's the bull flag, right? That's the textbook bull flag, and it's going to break to the upside. And what's happening right now? Oh, it's breaking to the upside. What is the goal? According to Modi, this is the dip right here. So right now we're dipping, and I think he expects it to hit somewhere in the neighborhood of $20 over the next couple of days. So Modi's going for the moon, guys. And $30. Last night we talked about $30 being the goal. So, in case you guys haven't already, I'm looking for the bull life, sitting on top of the world. All right, now let's move on to Robo Inu, and you can see here it just continues to go, guys. It continues to pump. It continues to pump. Buys are still coming in, not a lot, but not a lot of sells. So it's up 35% on the week, 11 on the day. V over here is doing a great job and continuing to just make this thing move. Remember, I told you I got in for $1,000 a long time ago, and now it's worth $1,270. So that's six. It's basically I'm in half, or I got about 60% back, close to that. So still not where I need, but it's still happening. So there we are. Lillian is trading at 49.74, and yes, you are witnessing that pre-pump right now, and we saw that dump yesterday. And there's a lot of people. Okay, first of all, it should be said that the reason that you're seeing what you're seeing is because they didn't get the announcement the way they wanted the announcement with Coinbase, et cetera, et cetera. So the Coinbase announcement, look, the listing, nothing has changed for them. The listing is still going to be on the 9th. So if you go to Coinbase assets, you can see over here, if there's going to be an announcement, it's going to come on this. But there's, according to them, and look, they have not backed down from any of this because the only people that think Lillian is lying to you are a bunch of weak-handed, what the French call jeet bitches, who just cry about every fucking token anyway. I mean, like, you go to their Twitter page and you're like, wait, I don't like this token either. You know what I mean? Because somebody in there stubbed their toe or slapped them when they were a child. Like, I don't know. It's just crybabies. And you just see them crying. And so they've stood firm. They've stood firm and said, and listen, I talked to them privately too. And they're like, listen, it's happening. It's, this is all real. This is not some kind of fake crazy thing that we're not trying to pump the chart. Like, well, Jesus Christ, like, this is a long-term venture that's been going on. Like, look, here's, if you're a bunch of ding-dongs, then you would be like, yeah, they're trying to screw everybody over. If they were trying to screw everybody over, then they would have jumped when the launch was screwed up way back when, right? I mean, come on, grow a fucking brain and use it. You know what I'm saying? Like, the price action. So they're trying to pump the chart. Like, this is the logic of these fucking ding dongs, right? They're trying to pump the chart so that they can exit, or they're trying to get their money because they didn't want to cash out when they were 5x higher than they are now. What are you, fucking retarded? Like, are you stupid? Do you have an extra chromosome? The opportunity presented itself for a massive exit a long, long time ago, right? And we've been done with this shit. So your way of saying, I think they're scamming everybody, is by saying that they had 3 different surgeries for 3 different children, fully paid for those surgeries, just so they could make 5 times less the money. Like, Jesus Christ. Look, here's what I'm saying. I guess here's what I'm saying to all those guys. Look, guys, I know you hate Lillian. I know you were in Saitama. I know look, you should stop smoking crack, okay? You shouldn't do that because it's not making you think clearly, you fucking ding dong. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's all I can say, guys. Now, the possibility exists that that I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. They have spoken with, according to them, and it's not my place to say who they've talked to, but anybody who they should have talked to, they have talked to. Now, by the way, I have 15 trillion, so I have 5.7. So I do have a vested interest. Like, I do want to see them succeed because it's financially advantageous for me to see it succeed. So I do want to see it succeed. And for these little buys and sells that are coming through, you're going to see some pressure right now on some downside because ETH is dropping as we speak. So I've been given just constant assurances, like, dude, just chill. We're fine. They wanted it to go earlier, but it's going to be done when it's ready. And Coinbase is saying we're working on it. When it's ready, we're going to make all the announcements and do everything. And look, before we didn't know that we were in, we didn't know that we were in this ecosystem, that we didn't know we were talking to the people. And then everybody got like weird, like what the fuck? And it turns out we were talking to the right people all the time. And now the people who thought we weren't talking to the right people are talking to us. And it turns out it was all right to begin with. But we'll see what happens today, because today is the magic day. And that's going to happen in approximately 2.5 hours. So, I mean, we'll have a lot clearer understanding of what's going on in about 2.5 hours. So we will see you guys on the moon. MMAI trading at 31.79. Mine was $500, which is now it's $500, $600, a little bit over $600. So, something's happening there. 600, 700, about $700. So I'm up and it's moving. It's got a long way to go. Volt 1273. Still kind of just pumping along this little trend line here. Of course, as the market retraces, as the entire market starts its little retracement here, if that's what it's going to do, all of the ETH wrap tokens are going to do that. Now, I should point out, by the way, Bull Run is USDC wrap. So when Ethereum goes down, Bull Run is not affected by that. So something to keep in mind in the future for yourself. WAGMI up to 35.27. The launch is imminent. On WAGMI. So we'll see what happens here. Decanect sitting idle at 16.73. Terra 45.58. Just not getting any traction. The dip, most of that dip got bought, most of the bottom of that dip got bought. But as you can see right here, it's not being held. Look, I mean, people are not happy with Terrarium right now. And, I don't, you've got to be able to communicate effectively to your people and let them know exactly what is going on. And if everybody out there is saying to you, oh yeah, we understand, cool. But when you're losing more investors than the people who are still saying, yeah, everything's cool, that's not cool. So, I really do think that they need to keep doing the things that they were doing before, which is having those AMAs and continuing to talk to their public and just let them know and be open about, look, they keep taking money out is what's happening. Like, they keep dropping their own chart because they keep paying their expenses. And look, I'm not saying that you're not entitled to pay your expenses. Nobody's ever said that. But you're doing it at the expense of all of the investors that you told we won't be selling for 7 years. So, there's like things that really should be communicated a little better, and they should really work on doing that and creating a better communication system. It would go a long way towards fixing some of that investor sentiment. And then if you're going to continue doing your salary pay thing, then either create part of the smart contract, which I think is not renounced, so you can still make a change to it and set it up to convert to Ethereum or USDC so that it automatically does it and you don't have to be involved, and ta-da. Oh no, look, they're going to be successful. They're going to be successful. But success is on a curve. They're not replacing FTX. I mean, when it comes to Terrarium, eventually, if they do what they keep saying they're going to do, we have to consider this right now. Okay, there's only 6 tokens here that have a value of 22 billion or more, or 20 billion or more. Well, XRP makes number 7. Let's just call it 20 billion. So none of these other tokens have that, right? But Binance is a layer 2 on the Ethereum chain. It's 46 billion, and then this one's 155 billion. That's Ethereum, and then you start going down the line, and now you're looking for where are my Uniswap 5 billion? Look, when the market goes 5 or 10x, they're going to go 5 or 10x. So this is going to be a 20 to 50 billion dollar Uniswap is. But as you keep going down the line, you're going to start finding more. You're going to find that FTT is no longer around, but Kronos is 1.6 billion. This is a 20 or 30 billion dollar chain, right? And if these guys can do it, so then they can do it. So you just go find Huobi is $1 billion. So the opportunity presents itself. So the largest of the large, or whatever. But we'll see whether they pump or not. I mean, the KuCoin 648 million. So I mean, look, it'd be 30x to get to KuCoin's level. So I'm pretty confident that they're going to be just fine, but they have to communicate effectively to people, and they have to communicate better. I mean, the money just doesn't exist right now for a magical, gigantic run. It just doesn't exist right now, but maybe it will, and maybe it'll happen like very, very quickly. Like it could very well happen. So you just never know. When the bull runs on, the bull runs on. All bets are off. Everybody's getting rich. Look, we do a lot of investing, and we do a lot of investing by just throwing shit at a token to see what happens, right? And in the bull run, it was easy. In the bear run, that's a stupid move, right? Okay, so, and by the way, people are asking how to join Bull Run Life. So go here. I'm gonna post this in the chat. That is the Dex Tools, so that you can go check out on Dex Tools. And then all you have to do is press Telegram right here, and it will take you to the portal so that you can join the Bull Run. Telegram. Anytime you ever have a question, go to Dex Tools. It should have the answer for you across the top. If you're trying to join Bull Run, it's right here. If you want to check out Bull Run's Twitter, all you have to do is click the Twitter link, and then you can see all of the news. RBIF. And that's it. Dude, I don't know, man. My brain just went like, So, yeah, but so the Lillian thing, and listen, guys, this is weird, and I mean this is absolutely weird for me when we're talking about Lillian, because I think I don't really. It's weird to try to answer people who just got in at the last minute because they're trying to make a buck off of it. Like, I was in way down here, so my perspective of what's going on way different than yours. So I'm in way down here. This pump is way up here. Like, I'm feeling pretty good about my position. I'm not mad with what's going on. Now, if you bought in on the way up, then sure. I mean, you're going to be, because the tax is going in and out and stuff like that. But again, I'm told everything is just fine with Lillian, that we should see this announcement pop up in a matter of hours. And not only will there be an announcement, but the announcement should be a big deal. Like, this is supposed to be part of a what they call a campaign of some sort. Also, by the way, Coinbase has asked you to switch from Tether to USDC. So they're doing that for a reason. I don't know what that reason is. I assume that maybe they're going to be buying Circle or something like that. And we got Justin W's little shit brother in the house. What is going on, you little shit? Hey, Bleeves, this is Justin W's brother. I'm not a little shit. So you heard it straight from the little shit himself. So, yeah. Thank you for the $5 bomb. Xander, could you take a look at Band Protocol? Could go at 450 in a few days. I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. Matter of fact, I do have it on my radar, and I have been watching it for a few days, it's actually been one of the good pump ones. Band protocol continues to stay kind of in the it kind of stays in the green most of the time. It had that nice little run up to $3, and the hard part, by the way, Xander, is I don't know that it's got enough leg to get up there. It takes positive move in the market. It's going to take a positive move in the market in order for something like that to happen. So I mean, we'll see what happens. It's looked pretty decent so far. Is the best, that's the best thing that I can say. But we can, by the way, go check it out, because we did check it out the other day, and we did go over it, but not everybody is always here for it. It should be down here. Or not. Jesus fucking Christ. Where do these things go? All right, here we are. Secure, scalable, blockchain agnostic, decentralized Oracle. The reason that this was a big deal for me was because this was a bridge between Web 2 and Web 3. And that you can see right here, real world information, like, for example, if you wanted to upload, I mean, even stuff on a spreadsheet or something like that to the blockchain, you were able to do that. So that's a pretty cool principle. So I do think that this has an enormous amount of value in this ecosystem, and it's only a matter of time before it just erupts. And then when you get something like this, like trusted by, I don't know for sure, because we're not, this is, I think this might be a little early. We might be a little early to this party, but you're looking at Cello, Injective, Aster, Moon River, Oasis, the things that I'm familiar with. So let's just go with those. OKC, Perpetual, OMM, Annex, Linear Finance, Beta Finance, Clover, Phantom, Chronos, Godwoken. I don't like BitTorrent. Shade, and Chi. So there's a lot of there's a lot of partnerships. There's a lot of reasons to like the band protocol. And it's entirely possible that it would be able to pull your data and aggregate it onto the blockchain as you need for business meetings, for collaborative spreadsheets, stuff like that. I mean, and it's a more secure version. So instead of having to use like Google Sheets or something like that, you'll be using the blockchain for it. So and that is because of band protocol. So that's a really good thing. And thank you, Karen, for the $20 bomb. All right. Did that little shit say anything else? I'm always right. Yeah, me too, you little shit. Nice. All right. So anyway, back to this. So we should see we should see a comment coming. Actually, supposed to be. It's my understanding that Zach himself is even going to be involved, and he's going to make an announcement. Because if you remember, he was the guy that originally posted this is false. There's only two official sources for the listings, the Coinbase assets and the blog. So you're able to go back and forth, and you'll be able to like look and see. And this thing gets updated kind of every day. Like as they have new things that they list, they'll throw it out here so that you can see the contract address and so that you can read it. So just follow that, and we'll see what the day brings us. But we're told that everything is going to be all good, and you have nothing to fear but fear itself or something. Didn't Kennedy say that? Oh, and by the way, since we say stuff like Hunter and stuff like that, Hunter Biden, did you look? Hunter Biden is all I'm saying. Like Hunter Biden, and it's weird, right? Because all of this stuff is coming out on Twitter, and all this time, all these people have been saying like, well, we want to see we want to see all the stuff on the laptop and stuff like that. But it looks like Republicans really just wanted to see pictures of his dick, which, by the way, Hunter Biden, I'm not saying it. I'm just saying it. Just look. So, and we're going to call him Hunter here, like Big H. You got to call him Big H. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about. So we got to call him Big H. So the only thing that the White House objected to that was being posted about Hunter Biden were pictures of Big H, Big D. I don't know, that's Biden, but you know, it's the Big D from Big H. And that was what they objected to. Now, do I think that Republicans, all of these Republican men were just thirsting after Hunter's Big D? Yeah, I really do. But not really, because I think they just wanted to see it and see if they could wrap it around their neck or something like that. You know, wear it as a like cravat, maybe. But I think that because they were lied to, and because they think that what a non-elected official does is newsworthy, you know, look, they just wanted to see it. They just wanted to see it. And the only thing that the White House objected to was showing it. So that was kind of crazy. And yeah, there it is. But no, Bleeves, it was about how corrupt Joe is, right? 10% for the big guy. And we don't know that to be true. What we do know is that the only thing that the White House objected to. Now, and look, here's what we got going on, right? Free Diz. Oh, no. And Maddie B. No. We wanted to know about Joe, the big guy. We want to know about Joe, the big guy. Well, guess what? The White House didn't object to any of that. The White House objected to the pictures of Hunter. They didn't object to the other stuff. And that's where it seems to be a disconnect, because everybody is just, look, I mean, I know everybody's kind of desperate for to hate Joe Biden, and that's fair. I mean, you cannot like somebody from a political party because somebody told you, oh, no, you shouldn't like him. But at the end of the day, this was the only thing that they requested be taken down. The pictures of the pictures of the rope that he might hang himself with one day. You know what I'm talking about, Hunter? You know what I'm talking about, Big D. That was the only thing that was requested being taken down. And you don't have to like me for it. You just have to read Matt Taibbi's entire Twitter expose. You just have to read it. That's what it says. The only thing that the White House objected to out of the Hunter Biden laptop was the pictures of the Dills knit. Crazy, huh? Crazy. That is absolutely bonkers. But they think that there's, but what about all the other stuff? Well, the other stuff was still on there. And, we all knew about the other stuff. So that's not what the White House objected to. The White House didn't care if you saw that. The White House just cared about the rope that dude is carrying around. And you don't have to believe me. You can go believe Elon Musk and Matt Taibbi, because they released it themselves. And I know that they wanted to control the narrative and they wanted it to be, but that's what we found out. The only thing the White House objected to was the pictures of his impressive third leg. So, but Republicans complained, and here we are. And, geez, God, I love America. I love America. I swear to God, this is so awesome. It's incredible. This is incredible. So 100%, they're all crooks. Every single one of them. So what's going on, Ryan Patrick? Thanks for stopping by, man. So anyway, now I got to go do my daily ride. It is the 45 hour. So this is not financial advice. My name is Bleeves. I am always right. That's all I'm saying. That's the only objection. The only objection. God bless America. All right, guys, have a good day. Let the bull run. Lillian announcement should be coming up shortly, and you guys have a great day.
I'm looking for the good life, good life. Sitting on top of the world, I wanna be shining like diamonds and pearls. I want you to go there with me, girl. I'm looking for the good life.
Oh, and by the way, I voted for Trump in 2016.
I'm looking for the good life, good life. Sitting on top of the world, I wanna be shining like